I'm Ray Hilborn, a professor at the University of Washington. I'm here in Washington today to testify before the Senate Subcommittee on investigating Magnuson-Stevens reauthorization. The essence of my testimony is that we have been very successful in the U.S. at rebuilding our fish stocks, stopping overfishing, that many of our fisheries are now very economically profitable, but many are not, that the time has come to refocus our fisheries policy on what we actually want to achieve, because rebuilding is only a means to an end. And do we want to maximize the economic value of our fisheries? Do we want to maximize jobs? Do we want to maximize food production? Key element of my testimony is that the success has been achieved by following science advice. And I don't think that should change, but the science advice will change depending on what our objective is. And quite simply, I'm suggesting that if Congress tells what they really want to achieve in the mix of those things I mentioned, then the scientists can tell you how best to achieve them. Well, first, the most important thing we found is that for U.S. species, we really found no relationship between forage fish abundance and the trend in their predators. That the predators seem to go up or down, largely independent of the abundance of forage fish. In follow-up work and work of colleagues, it's very clear that there really are no applicable rules of thumb, that every system is independent, behaves differently, and we need to have the rules for each individual forage fish fishery determined by looking at the specifics of that case. And everything that we've looked at in detail so far, the rules of thumb just haven't seemed to be particularly appropriate. For the California sardine and anchovy fishery, there really doesn't seem to be any effect on their major predators of the fisheries for those species. For Atlantic menhaden, for the major predators, the fishery has reasonably little impact on the food that's available to them.